Okay.
So I'd very like to call this meeting to order. You join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Anderson,
Present.
Vederford,
Present.
Doobie, present. Holstein,
Present.
Yaris,
Present.
Rabish, present. Kuchar,
Present.
7 present.
Thank you. Do we have additions, deletions, or changes to the agenda?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to add the item 4 to the non-consent agenda, purchase of a school bus.
Okay. Any other additions?
I'd like to add, with my consent, resource officer contract.
Okay. Any other changes or additions? Need a motion to approve that if there's nothing else?
So moved.
Support.
Motion support. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Community comments? Anyone like to address the board about the agenda items? Anyone want to address any of the agenda items? All right, moving on. Consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to approve the consent agenda. Pay bills totaling $481,056.53.
Support.
We have motion and support. Any discussion on these items? Motion? Need a roll call vote, please.
Vederford,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Doobie,
Yes.
Holstein,
Yes.
Yaris,
Yes.
Rabish, yes. Kuchar,
Yes.
7-0.
Motion carries. Thank you much. Communication, Mr. Kowalczyk.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I would like to give some information on the school resource officer, just to kind of finalize and update the latest plans. I don't think that anyone was really looking at the 40-hour option for the Pinconning Police Department due to that being 55 hours total with Linwood and the cost of that. But we were looking at 20 hours per week for 36 weeks at $45,000. You add that to the Linwood School Resource Officer with the county, and that would be a total of $60,000. And we compare that with the county's offer of $72,000, but there is that true cost in there where it can come down a little bit. And I would guess we would probably have around 5 hours more per week in the building if we had the county. So it's that, 12,000 more for the extra hour per day type thing. I can tell you the Pinconning police have been very present these last 2 weeks at our events after school and in our parking lots. So I know you'll be discussing that, the contract on the non-consent, but I just wanted to give you those numbers too. The YouTube show, just want to remind everyone that we do have a monthly PASD monthly, I think I might be calling it, just with an update on what's going on, events coming up in September. This month I did interview one of our new teachers, interviewed students on their favorite part of the first week of school. So just trying to get the students and teachers involved so the community and parents can see the cool things that we're doing within our buildings. Community contractor has talked to me about our soccer dugouts and press box. I was contacted by him about getting donations to help that process happen. So I know we're going to have a site committee meeting after this where we will talk about that, make sure that everything is followed appropriately with how we do that. We still have to go out for bids, but this contractor knows a lot of people, and there may be some donations and things that he could help us with to get those up much quicker and much less expensive as they would be from what we've seen. So that more to come on that. Also, though, with just a quick thing with the soccer field this Friday, they will be aerating and doing the reseeding or top seeding it to help, because we did spray round up on those big grassy clumps that, were grass, so it's not dying from their spray. But they were turning brown and getting rid of those. So the new aeration and seeding in Friday hopefully will help that. It's getting there though. It's looking good. Next week is my MASA conference where superintendents meet from throughout around the state. I will be bringing back information that hopefully we can use immediately in our district. Things like building upgrade, the processes for those, communication with staff, community safety. There are many interesting and helpful sessions at that conference, and I'll be bringing those back to use here. Staff opening update. As of today, we have 3 parapros still open. 1 maintenance, which is our truck driver that goes around, we call it the white truck. So that position is open still. And 1 transportation bus driver, which is still probably better than we've been in a while, just having that 1 position open. It'd be nice to have all of them, but it's going in the right direction. So those are the openings that we have as of right now. And then finally, today was our very own Chris McClavy's last day. Chris has always kept the district and staff in the best possible situations. She made sure we were following proper procedures and guidelines in many areas. And when I say many areas, she oversees everything. Had her hands in things and knew a lot about everything. So she did go above and beyond her job description, and it would be very difficult to find a replacement with her knowledge and skills. So we want to wish Chris very good luck at her new position in the ISD. So, thank you, Chris. That's it.
Any questions for you?
No special ed requirements right now? No special ed teaching?
Oh, we do have the thing with the sub. Yeah, I didn't think about that because of the subs are in there. But yeah, we do have the special ed position that will probably be open for a long time. Yeah, we were lucky to get 2 new ones this year, and now that one opened up again. So, but we do have that.
Any other questions? Sure. Administrators. Anybody? Any administrator would like to inform the board on anything?
GSRD started today. All 3 classrooms are full.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go. I started providing a handout for everybody. I just want to talk about our desk equipment trial environment. Spoke with grades 6 through 12 last Wednesday. Wanted to thank staff because it was a lot of kids to get in there, and it was very well done. The CP was amazing, kids were amazing, teachers were amazing. It was a really good kids appreciated having somebody in the CP role. Things like leadership, perseverance, anti-bullying, those kind of things. It was just a really good event, so really happy for all that made that possible. Provided the homecoming schedule in your report. Last week we met with the development coordinator, Renee, over at the ISD. We have worked with Renee for many years, but we met to kind of look on how we're going to expand and continue to grow, use Zello. And I kind of gave a little description there of Zello, resume building, career opportunities, to help students find jobs, build resumes, so that when they leave here, those things are already intact, which is a really big plus. And then Fast Bridge and Savers testing. So Fast Bridge and Savers kind of our baseline assessment data that we use here in the district. That testing will be starting this week and going into next week. So Fast Bridge is our academic piece, and then Savers is our social development. So just wanted to let the board know that we'll be doing that very soon, and looking to use this baseline data so that our teachers can use that to help guide their instruction.
Kyle, is this the first year you're using Zello? Have you used Zello?
No, we use Zello not like PASD, that we're looking to use now in the future.
Yeah.
So,
It's a really good program.
very great.
Yeah. All right, good to hear. Any other administrators? All right. We don't have a student rep.
Turn it over.
Okay. And then, any committees? We have a budget committee meeting.
Budget committee met last Wednesday afternoon. We went over, they called it the loose ends meeting. We went over the ESSER III funds, what we can do, what we can't do with them. We talked about key fobs for the rooms and for the entrances. Talked about the food service van or the white box van or some kind of van. Bus purchase, well, we're gonna do that tonight. We went over the soccer field, which Andy talked about. We also talked about what we could do with wages for our support staff to see about trying to retain them, so we're in the process of looking at that.
Any questions or comments for that? All right, we'll do the non-consent agenda then. The first item is the school bus purchase.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we purchase the 2021 school bus from MTI at an amount not to exceed $85,000.
Support.
Motion support, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Bedifer,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Doobie,
Yes.
Holstein,
Yes.
Yaris,
Yes.
Ravish, yes, Kuchar,
Yes.
7-0.
Motion carries. Now I need a motion to untable the SRO contract.
Move.
Do we support? Support. All right. Motion and support.
Was that Gary and?
Yeah, Gary. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Got it, enough?
Yep.
All right, motion carries, thank you. All right, and so the other item on the agenda is the SRO contract for the non-consent. Discussion, motions, what's your pleasure?
You can go first. I'll move that we go with the county contract.
So county for the whole, both campuses, okay. All right, we have a motion, is there support? I'll give support. We have a motion and support, any discussion on the motion?
No, I think we've heard everything about that.
Okay, we can do a roll call vote, please.
Bedifer,
Yes.
Kuchar,
Yes.
Anderson,
No.
Doobie,
Yes.
Holstein,
No.
Yaris,
No.
Rabish, yes. Kuchar, did I already call you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I used it up.
Yes.
Okay,
So did we pass?
I would say 4-3.
Right.
Motion carries 4-3 to use the county for both campuses. And that concludes the non-consent, so public comments? Anybody like to address the board on any item?
I guess I have one question for you. So,
Can you say your name, please?
Nathan Rosenbrock.
Okay.
As far as sports in the schools,
Mhm.
how do we go about getting all of the kids involved instead of just the ones that are in the clique, I'll say? Because it's very disappointing. We just had a leadership guy come and talk to the kids a week ago. And I truly believe that if we can't teach our kids at a young age to play as a team, and if they're committed to come to practice, that I believe they're committed to play during the game. I've been to a lot of games where it's the 5 or 6 or 7 kids that get to play all the time, and the 5 or 6 or 7 kids that get to sit the bench all the time. I'm not gonna say which side my kid's on, but I will tell you that it's very disappointing as a parent to run 6 and 7 and 8 days a week. And I hate to say bring 30 or 40 people to a game. And I truly believe there's not many kids that are going to the NBA or the NFL in our school system. And if we can't teach our kids to play as a team and support each other, I don't care how good you are, you still deserve to sit on the bench, because when you bring them out in the real world, they're not gonna be the all-star everywhere they go.
Thank you. I would just direct you to contact the coach, first and foremost. And you can also contact the athletic director after that if you don't have satisfaction. So just.
Well, I don't believe that.
Advice.
As an 8th grade kid, my kid should have had a signed piece of paper saying, if he gets to play, he gets to play, and if he don't get to play, he doesn't get to play.
Okay, well, I guess we can look at.
I believe as a board, you guys should be able to implement how many minutes a kid gets to play a game. I don't really care if we win all games or we lose all games. Kids should get to play. If they're willing to come to practice and they put in the effort, otherwise there's no sense of them putting in the effort of even doing anything. If you want to have 2 or 3 kids on a team because you can't get nobody else to come fill their shoes, that's fine with me, but we expect them to all succeed and all do well in school. I believe as a team, they all deserve to play and they all deserve to do well together.
All right, thank you. Any other public comment? All right, next item is discussion items. We have the strategic plan. We have Jack Temsey from MASD. He will be conducting our strategic plan going forward next few months here, so pretty involved. We get to know him well. So, Jack?
Yeah, over the next 9 months or so, everybody will kind of see me around. I'll kind of do a little bit of a background of where we're at, and then I'll have a seat and ask you some questions. So looking forward, we've met with the admin team this afternoon to start off the input sessions. The survey went live back in June. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that yet, the link is in your presentation packet. The community members should have that on their desk. That'll continue to get promoted throughout the process. Right now, we're looking at the qualitative data. So in the background since June, when you approved this, I've done all the data digging and can kind of see the black and white numbers and data pieces. This kind of gives me those emotional pieces of where everybody thinks we're at and what the district is as far as a perception piece. So this is just as important as those black and white data pieces. So tonight we're going to have 4 questions. Like I said, it's going to be kind of interactive, so don't be afraid to talk. Hopefully everybody jumps up at once and says something. But like I said, again, next 9 months is going to be a process ending in a retreat that you'll agree upon probably in the next month or so. And then we'll continue on through the process. So same questions are going to be asked from the admin team, from your perspective, and then in the survey as well. So first question, what are you proud of the district, or what does the district do well? Yeah. Just shout it on out.
I like the unity of our district. I like how close knit we are. It's a little town. Everybody knows everybody. So I think communication's fairly good. Everything can always be improved, but I kind of like the unity of the district that we have. Schools in the center of town, and I think we are kind of the center of the community.
As the board treasurer, I like the way we spend money.
Or don't, yeah.
That's why I like the way we spend money.
We need to be proud of the student scores on track.
It's a good one.
I think sometimes as a smaller community, kids get actually more opportunities because there's less competition. So
I think our school has a good family feel with the students. I mean, they know everybody in their class pretty much. I think they're very accepting of one another, enjoy being here. And our staff are very hardworking from top to bottom.
We have an excellent staff, very dedicated. Many of them go above and beyond. It's just kind of the teaching profession, but it gets frustrating.
I think one of the big ones in the community support, if they want us to know something, they're gonna tell us. I mean, at the meetings here or out in the public, they're gonna voice their opinion, and they're not afraid to tell us if they think we're wrong. That's for sure.
Mr. President, you commented on one being communication, and you kind of mentioned that it's a good thing or a bad thing, so don't be afraid to say it in one of the next questions if you feel the same way.
Oh no, parents will call me out, I know.
And we can always come backwards, so we'll go ahead and move on for sake of time. And if you think of anything else, we can go back. So the next one is, what does the district do not so well, or what needs improvement?
Yeah, I'm kind of going on that. We've had parents talk about communication, and I think it's the kind of the way and the confusion. I mean, we've had an app in the past, we have a website. They haven't been always user-friendly, or they're not up to date, so I think that's something that the parents have brought up quite a bit. And so I know we've made some adjustments on that already. And I haven't heard much since we've done that, so maybe we have it fixed. But I know that was an issue in the past. A lot of it, I think we have a good effort on the school's part. Sometimes the parents may not check their voicemail or check emails, you know, or not get the all call because they don't have the right number in the system. So there can be confusion, you know. And I think the school and the staff make a pretty good effort to communicate, but sometimes it does get lost or missed.
Filling positions is one that, I mean, a lot of districts are having an issue, but I think it's something that we need to continue to look at and find creative ways of bringing people to our district.
I think there's always more needs that need to be met. You know, we meet as many as we can, but we meet one need and three more seem to pop up about something.
More need than resources.
Yeah.
We have some building issues too that we need to take care of, whether it's roofs or ventilation or whatever it may be. Just some upgrades are needed.
I'll go back to the first one, where the good. I think our facilities are really good. I mean, you say we definitely, some older issues that we have to adjust, but, you know, we have people, when we do tournaments, basketball, baseball, they comment on our facility that we did from the bond issue that we had almost 20 years ago now. But we get a lot of comments on that, and our athletic facilities, we keep developing. We're moving the soccer field over here, and so I think we've made a lot of improvements, a lot of capital improvements over the last several years, and obviously we need to keep doing them. Overall, our facilities are really good and new, and they're fairly well taken care of. So our maintenance department does a really good job on that.
The third question. What are the barriers to change? Or what do you feel would be a problem moving forward?
Staffing is just the supply compared to the demand. The supply just isn't there for what the demand is in regards to staffing. And then also simply just finances. You know, a lot of stuff we'd like to do, but you only have so much to spend, and so you have 10 items on the agenda and you gotta prioritize. So financial resources and labor resources are just too low.
I think trust. Change is always hard, but you have to trust people that are in charge that they're going to do the right thing.
biggest is just resistance to change, right? Some people just don't like changing. Don't like to see the changes.
I think one would be a combination of a lot of, being a small community, a lot of people don't like change. And with the retention of staff or any of it, you know, people are bouncing to a different community, better paying job or whatever it is. And there's always that resistance. It just keeps changing. They get used to someone, and whether it be the staff or the community, and then that person.
Not singling out anybody.
Here's the fun one. In a perfect world, none of those barriers existed. What is your vision for the district?
Lower class sizes, better resources. More pay for all the staff. And I think we
Building upgrades every 5 years.
Mhm.
Graduating the best students in Bay County. Turning away so many teachers that are coming.
That could go for all employees, not just teachers.
Yeah.
I think every student that attends, feel like they're part of the district, able to participate in everything.
I think Pinconning being the place where people want to be, you know, where more people are coming to us than are leaving or going to other districts for whatever reason, if it's, you know, theater or sports or academics or class offering, whatever it may be. I think if we had that where we were the place to be, then that is kind of covering all those things.
Right, and it could be for students, teachers, staff.
Yeah,
On
both
all
students and
levels.
staff, everybody wants to be
Everybody
here.
wants
Yeah.
it to be here.
We wanted to come to the area for something more than marijuana.
Jeez.
Like how many times I hear that when people ask me where you're from. I don't care where it's at. Oh, cheese. Yeah, cheese. Yep.
Not,
You'll get cheese as number one.
not any.
I think it's like Andy said, the biggest would be the same options that they would get in a, you know, a wealthier district or a bigger district, you know, whether it be sports or academic classes or, you know, the fine arts stuff.
If you think of anything else, let me know, or take the survey. That's all I've got.
Any other discussion items from the board members? All right. Seeing none.
Move to adjourn.
Motion support and discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you. Thanks, Jack.